Somewhere far away, I want you back.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Alpha Day Trading. If this is your first time inside the Alpha Day Trading community, please take a moment to actually leave us a message inside the chat. Myself, other mentors, leaders, and other members inside the community would actually like to take a second to welcome you to the team. Yes, this is a pre-recorded video, so no, I do not wear the same polo every single day. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You'll never know. And again, I just wanted to take a moment to welcome you to the team if you are new. And if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to let us know. That's what we're here for. Now, if you guys ever notice any issues whatsoever with the community, simply refresh your browser and that will fix almost every issue. If you notice any issues with the stream quality, scroll down to the lower right-hand side of the stream, click the settings icon and actually set it from auto to 720 or to 1080p, and that will permanently set your quality so you'll never have any issues with the live stream. Now, if you still have any issues and you've refreshed your browser and you've already changed the quality, scroll down to the bottom of the chat room page, click one-on-one support, and actually send us a ticket, and we will be able to reach out to you immediately to get everything fixed. It is our main priority to make sure you guys always have the best experience while you guys are inside the chat. So once again, my name is Josh Howerton. Welcome back to Alpha Day Trading, and if you're brand new, welcome. Day one, baby. Welcome to the Alpha Day Trading community. We're so happy to have you a part of the team. We cannot wait to work with you. And if you ever need anything whatsoever, never hesitate to reach out. We are always here to help. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and dive on into it. Good morning, traders! And what day is it? It is Money Monday. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? And welcome back. Happy Money Monday. I hope each and every one of you had an amazing weekend. A slow, dreadful, terrible, miserable, no trading weekend. But I bet you guys are fired up. I bet you guys are motivated and ready to rock and roll and absolutely crush the market. Casey, good morning, baby. What's going on? Once again, team, everybody over on YouTube, good morning and happy Money Monday. It is July 19th, right at 9 o'clock in the morning, and boy, do we have a market today. At one point, I'm like, here we go. We have a 100% gainer, NRXP, new high a day, looking great, looking good, giving absolutely every single penny back, every little penny, everything from $16.99. Nothing but red, 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 red. All the way down to 14 before we got our first little green candle. Red, 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 red. So again, I was feeling good. I was feeling great. I'm like, my goodness, when's the last time, team, that we've seen a stock gapping up over 50% in pre-market? It's been a long time, right? It's been at least a week, week and a half. That to me is a long time. When we see 20, 30, maybe a 40% gainer, we were up 90-some%. And I'm like, let's go. Today's gonna be an awesome day. Not saying it's not going to be an awesome day, but we did just give a lot back on NRXP, and that was our number one gainer. So we'll have to see what we look like when we open for the day. So again, I'm sitting back, I'm relaxing. Again, seeing the stock give everything back, I just do not know if this can really rebound and get a really nice leg on up. We will sit back and wait. We are right at a key level of support here on NRXP. Since we're already on NRXP, let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's not waste any time. Let's just dive into what we have. All right, so NRXP, the first stock we're going to talk about. Why is this play currently up? What's it up now? 45% at one point, almost 100% in pre-market. Why is it trading 8.5 million shares, right? Why is it trading 8.5 million shares, but on average it trades 255? Well, 6:48 this morning, we have NRXP presents evidence, helps prevent cytokine storm. Yeah, Catherine is here. She'd be like, good job, Josh. You read a couple books this weekend. You know how to say words. Good job. So we have a press release in regards to COVID-19. They're presenting evidence that this big word, I do not know what it is. I'm not even going to try. Zysami, right? So NRXP presents evidence that Zysami helps prevent cytokine storm in patients with COVID-19. So with that being said, we got some COVID-19 news. They're presenting evidence that, what does this even prevent? What is this? I'm curious. What is cytokine storm? What is that? Cytokine, does it say anything about it? In the recent completed phase 2B3 trial, patients treated with placebo experienced a statistically significant evaluation in interleukin-6 cytokine levels, whereas those treated with that had a minimal increase in IL-6. Change in cytokine level was pre-specified endpoint of the study. The anti-effect was additionally associated with a significant decrease in 60-day mortality. Submitted these findings to U.S. Food, so the FDA as a supplement to its pending application for emergency use authorization, and it's submitting a biomarker letter of intent to the FDA as part of its biomarker program, authorized under the 21st Century Cures Act. Okay, whatever. So again, we got some COVID-19 news on NRXP. I was really trying to figure out what that word meant, and I have no freaking idea. So it's something like that, is when your body's... Oh, okay, so here we got GDP. We got someone in here that knows this. Good stuff. It's when your body's cells attack your own body tissue in the lungs. All right, so now we know what that means, and they are pushing out, present evidence that helps prevent that with their new COVID-19, drug that they're working on. So, I mean, NRXP, not bad. Again, this stock is currently up 43%. It's a very low float stock. It's 1.89 million in float. Again, it's trading substantial volume and it has pretty good news. So where can we see this play go? Well, right now, this is like the lowest that I would really want to see NRXP go, right? I mean, I wouldn't really want to see it back down below these lows. This was a pretty good level, right? This was our spiking high before the gap up. Way back when. When was this? When was that? That was last December. Last December, the stock hit a high of 1180, next day gapped up, and then it just absolutely went bananas, all the way to $76.99. So again, why is this stock coming down and bouncing at 1180? Well, that was the spiking high. And we can also see here it was respected one other time as resistance as well. Now we're above that old resistance level. Old resistance, new support. Why are we seeing NRXP bounce at 1180? Simply because we have 2 points in the past where this level was held up as prior resistance, aka new support. So with that being said, that's the level I don't want to see this drop below, would be that 1180. If we do, we'll probably see it all the way back down towards around $9.40, right underneath those lows there, where we bounced, correct. So again, I would say if we crack below 1180, obviously we'll come down, probably bounce around $10 natural support before we come all the way back down into the 940s if we do crack that 1180. However, we start building back up and we get some action, we get some momentum. We do have room. First targets right underneath these lows. All right, so we have first target right around this 1296. Also this resistance as well. If we break over that level, we have room to 14 right underneath these lows, right? Where we actually cracked below, retested, and then sold off with even more aggressive volume. So again, right now we could say that it's pretty easy. $13 first target, $14 second target, then where? Up towards around 15 bucks. This is really easy. Why 15? Natural support resistance. We also see it was our breakout point, and we actually retested it right around 808 this morning on that really nice healthy pullback before getting that next leg up. I mean, this is a really easy play, guys. Every dollar is a key level that we need to get back above. Even it lines up beautifully here in pre-market. So once again, we want to see this hold above 1180, right? If we crack below 1180, I expect to see this fade and sell off the rest of the day. However, if we can hold above 1180, we can start re-breaking some of these key levels and form an uptrend, get back into a little bit of an uptrend. I think NRXP has a lot of great potential today, up towards around $20. Anything over 20, room to 25. Again, look at this stock in the past. This stock, when it has big green days, I mean, they are pretty big green days, right? This big green day from 15 bucks to 36. This green day here from 33 to 76. This big green day here from 26 all the way to 38. this big green day here from 20 all the way to 50. So we can see here in the past, recent, over the last year, that when the stock gaps up, we usually get a nice big spike. It does give a little bit back, right? Here, spike, giving a little bit back. Here, spike, giving just a little bit back. Nothing crazy, but we can see here that our green days are typically significant on NRXP. We don't have a lot of gap ups and complete dumps. I mean, right here we have one, right here we have one. But look at how many green days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 big green days that we've had to where we've actually moved up and held our gains relatively well. And we've had pretty good spikes and pretty good rips out of this stock. So with that being said, I really want to see this start re-breaking some of those key levels on NRXP, as I do think NRXP has some great opportunity to absolutely rip and run. It's the lowest float stock on the leaderboard. It has good news. It has phenomenal volume. Right now, it doesn't look great from a technical standpoint, but from the news, the volume, the float, it looks really good. Looking at the daily chart, it has a lot of opportunity to really rip and run to the upside, again to 20, even maybe towards around 25 bucks, as long as we can start breaking over some of these key levels, guys. So again, NRXP definitely making it into one of the top 3 stocks that I want to be watching for the day. Moving on, number 2 on the leaderboard, we got CYTK. CYTK number 2. All right, why is CYTK currently up 44%? Why is it trading 2.2 million shares? Where's the news? So, CYTK announces positive top-line results of Redwood HCM. So, right here we have they are announcing Phase 2 positive results. What do we know about Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3 trials? Anytime we have a company come out that they have announcement of a positive Phase 1, 2, or 3 trial, that's a very good press release. I absolutely love those press releases. So CYTK, right, they're announcing positive top-line results from their Phase 2 clinical trial. That's why we're seeing CYTK, again, gapping up from around $19.23 and hitting these pre-market highs of $30. The only thing is, it's 66 million in float play. 66 million in float, guys. All right, if it was 66 million in float on a dollar stock, I'd say, you know what, I'm not too worried. It's not going to take a lot to get this going. This is a $30 stock. It's a $28 stock. It's going to take a lot to get this stock going. So that float is going to have a nice little impact on this play. Could it rip and run $1, $2 at a time? Possibly, right? If we get the volume, if we get the activity, and if this is where all traders decide to go, would be CYTK. Again, right now, the mob, right, the majority of buyers, traders in the market, it's still a little scattered, right? We have a few traders here on AEHR, right? We have some traders on NRXP. We have some traders here over on CYTK, right? CYTK. So again, right now it's a little scattered, right? If the mob shifts, if every trader goes from, say, AEHR, NRXP, Oxbr, and they shift over to CYTK, and this is where 70 to 80% of the volume is, we could definitely see this rip and run the day. So we have good news, right? We have pretty decent volume. Again, 2.2 million shares with an average daily volume of 766. However, it is a larger float play, so I don't expect it to really rip and run and shoot and take on off. But if we get the volume, it definitely could. But just be mindful that it is a 66 million in float stock, probably a slower and steadier play here on CYTK. All right, so what do we have? Where could we see this go? How high could it go? How low could it go? Yes, in the YVR sleeper play. We're definitely going to be getting into that YVR sleeper play. So obviously we know right off the bat, boom, $30 resistance. Those were all-time highs. Well, maybe. 52 are all-time. Let's go here. Let's go max available. All right, so those are the most recent highs here on CYTK, right around that $30 mark, all right? So again, we know where we have resistance. Going left, going left, going left. Boom. Now we have some other levels that we need to go ahead and mark up as well, right? We can see that right there and right there, and then up towards around those highs. And again, I'm just looking left at all these highs right now, all right? I'm looking left at all these spiking highs. So these are going to be our overhead targets, team, right? Obviously, we know that our most recent highs were right around that $30 mark. A break over 30, we can see it to 32.11, 33.31, 34.82, 36.84, so on, so forth. Again, just looking left at all of these previous highs here on the daily chart on CYTK. How low can it go, right? We know where our targets are. We know where we have room to run to. So, with that being said, where could we drop to, right? How low could it go? Well, right off the bat, 26.98. First spiking high, nice little pullback level. So we do have pretty decent support right around $27. I do want to dive into the daily chart and see as well based on that daily chart. So right there, right around that 26.98, then back down towards around 26 bucks, then down towards around 25.70, and then a lot of support down towards around 25. So right now, the best level of support here on CYTK, in my opinion, is going to be back down towards around that $27 mark. If we can form some kind of bottom, get some kind of market structure, something at one of these levels, and we can start to transition back to the upside, we do have a lot of room back to 30, anything over those highs up towards around 32, 33, 31, 34.82, call it 35 bucks, so on and so forth. So again, CYTK, we have great news. We have decent volume, right? It is a large float stock, but looking at the chart, we do have a lot of opportunity to really take on off and really rip and run and have some nice gains here today on CYTK. So again, I like it. It has the news, it has the volume. I do think CYTK could definitely go on a nice big run today, but like I've already said, the mob, the majority of buyers, the traders are still just a little scattered, right? We haven't really landed on one set stock. Are 80% of traders on CYTK? I don't think so, right? It's a little scattered. Are 80% of traders really dominating, NRXP? No. How about Oxbr? No. Again, it's still a little scattered between these top 5 gainers. So again, really my plan and my goal is to sit back at the start of the day and wait to see where traders decide to go. Right now, they haven't made a decision, right? You have 100 traders in the market. You got 20 on Oxbr, you have 20 on NRXP, you got 20 on Aehr, 20 on CYTK, right? Again, it's scattered. I want to wait for some of these traders on some of these other stocks to all pick one, to land on one stock and say, this is the stock that we're going to trade today, and that's the stock that has the best opportunity. Right now, again, it's a little scattered. I can't sit here and say, this is the #1 watch, because again, we have 3 to 4 good stocks, 3 to 4 stocks that have good opportunity that we need to focus on. But again, it's sitting back, being patient, and waiting to see where traders go, and then say, okay, this is the stock that has the best opportunity for the best profit. So again, it pays to be patient, team. And right now, I cannot sit here and say this is the #1 stock that we're focused on right out of the gate. Right now, it's a little bit of a mix. So far, we've talked about NRXP. We've talked about Aehr. We've talked about CYTK. Right now, it's still a mix between those 3 plays. All right? So let's go ahead and talk about Aehr real quick. I said we talked about it. We did not. So Aehr receives $10.8 million order for production test and burn-in off silicon carbide power semiconductors for electric vehicles. So the biggest thing we need to take away from that press release is they received a $10.8 million order here on Aehr. Aehr was also a nice big mover here on Friday. This stock again gapped up from around 275, hit highs of around 375, and right now currently squeezing and working its way up towards around $5. So where do we have support? Well, right now the best support that I see right off the bat, looking at the daily chart, is back down off Friday's spiking highs. If we lose Friday's spiking highs, back off the spiking highs from February 18th. Right now, let's mark up our levels here intraday, right? Do we have any other levels? I mean, it's very choppy. Aehr is a big chop fest, right? I'm not a fan of it. Just simply not a fan of Aehr. It's just very, very, very slow and choppy. So with that being said, the only thing that we could really do is just draw an uptrend on the play. That's all we can do at this point in time, is draw a nice little uptrend on the play and really just wait for the break of 5, right? Really just waiting for that break of 5. Now, if we break over 5 and we hold 5 and we really start moving up today, how high can we go? Well, we got a lot of resistance around the 525s. A lot of resistance right here, right around that 520 to 530. But once we start breaking over that level, boom, look at that candle high, 609. So again, I expect this stock to still be very, very choppy until we can actually break over that 530, 540. And once we do that, we have a lot of opportunity all the way up towards around 6 to 609. Now, what if? Probably asking, Josh, but what if it breaks over 6? What if this is our top gainer and this stock goes absolutely bananas? How high can it go, right? Well, our next target would be $7. We have this little bit of a gap to fill here on the daily chart, here on AEHR. All right, so again, we have that 609 spiking high, right? Where's it at? Where's it at? Right there, 609 spiking high. But when we go left, we look left. What's also significant about 609, right? That was a pretty key bounce level back in, I don't even know what year this is, way back when in 08, right? Well, that was 7/15, 2008. Nice bounce. Then we gapped down, and then we've just been selling off ever since then. So again, we do have this gap from like 13 years ago that definitely could be filled today up towards around $7 on AEHR. So once again, we have opportunity. We have a lot of great opportunity to rip and run to the upside here on AEHR. But it's very, very, very choppy in pre-market. So again, I'm not a fan right now. But looking at the daily chart, right? Looking at our news, pretty good news. The float, 20 million. Not bad, right? Low-ish float stock. Trading 12 million shares. On average, trades 1.6. So we have the volume. I like AEHR, but I want to see it clean up a bit. I want to see it actually moving and not so choppy like it is here in pre-market. So I do like AEHR. Again, it has good news. It has good volume. It's a good float stock, and it shows potential to go on a nice big move today to possibly fill that gap up towards around $7 here on AEHR. All right, so again, we got a couple stocks that we're definitely focused on. AEHR, definitely one of the top 3 to 4 stocks we're watching out of the gate. NRXP, definitely one of the top 3 stocks, top 3 to 4 stocks we're watching out of the gate, right? CYTK, definitely another play that I want to be watching as well. Let's talk about OXBR real quick, all right? OXBR, they announced filing of SPAC registration statement. I mean, is it as good as positive data from a phase 2 trial? Is it as good as NRXP's press release? Is it as good as AEHR receiving $10 million order? I mean, what is it? They announced the filing of SPAC. They announced the filing of SPAC registration statement. Does that excite you guys? What excites you? Positive data from phase 2 trial, receiving $10 million, right? $10 million from an order, minimum order. That's a lot of money. That's good. Positive phase 2 trial. That's great. And now we have OXBR filing of SPAC registration statement. I can't even say that excited. They announced the filing of their SPAC registration statement. Oh my gosh. No, I can't even say it exciting because it's not that exciting of a press release, right? We're looking for keywords. Keywords in hot press releases. Again, OXBR, it's moving on up, right? OXBR is currently gapping up 11%. It has the volume. It's a low float play, right? So if you look at it on the leaderboard, it's not all that bad, right? It's been moving the last couple of weeks as well. Again, this stock from around $3 up towards around $4.89 last week. So OXBR is a play that traders are looking at just because it's a ticker that was on the leaderboard last week, right? It is trading good volume. Again, 7.2 million shares. On average, 2 million, right? It's a low float play. It has news, but it's not great news. It doesn't personally excite me. And when we look at OXBR here in pre-market, it's just a very big choppy play. The only thing that we could really do right now on this play is just mark up those highs from Friday, right? See if we can hold above those Friday highs, Friday close. Possibly throw a downtrend on the play. We just broke above it technically. We'll see if we can start trending higher back over 390, underneath those lows right there, right? 394. Pre-market low, pre-market low, pre-market low. Resistance, back above. If we can hold above 390 and we can start trending higher, yes, okay? We could see OXBR back up in the 450s, back up into the 476s, and then $5 here on OXBR. But if we compare OXBR to NRXP, we compare it to AEHR, we compare it to CYTK, right? The volume, the news, the movement that we've seen, right? We can sit here and say OXBR isn't really the ideal candidate, not really the number one stock, the top stock, but it definitely should be added to the watch list. Again, the float's nice, the volume's good, it has news, and it's a former runner from last week, and traders are already looking at former runners from last week. OXBR is one of them. So we can definitely see some of that momentum and some of that hype return to OXBR today. All right, so we talked about, again, OXBR. We talked about NRXP, AEHR, CYTK. All right, I got a back burner play for you guys, right? YVR. I want to keep YVR on high watch. Nice big day on Thursday. Was looking at this Friday to close for a possible mid-candle breakout. Not really that nice close that we want to see out of a mid-candle. However, we do have a nice doji above the 200 simple moving average, right around 205. If this stock can open above the 200 SMA, right, and it's trying, look, it's trying to get that bounce from 195 back over 2. If this stock can somehow, some way, open back above 204 to 205, above the 200 SMA, and hold above that level, and we start seeing some volume move in, it building up a little bit, starting to get some hype, starting to get some action, we start breaking over 227, we have a lot of room to 260, 268, and then $3, right? We have a lot of room to 262, 268, Thursday's highs, Thursday's close, and then $3 here on YVR. So again, it's a back burner sleeper play. Nothing crazy, nothing hot right now, no crazy volume, no crazy news. It's just a simple technical setup. Again, nice big day on Thursday, nice doji above the 200 SMA on Friday. Looking to see if we get that continuation here on YVR today. Again, back burner, sleeper play. Over 227 to 230, a lot of room to 260s, right? Anything over 268, 270, a lot of room to $3. I definitely want to keep YVR on high watch today, team, all right? And then I was also watching NEGG, right? I do want to keep NEGG on watch as well. This stock, again, back in June from around $12, hitting highs of 80, just to give a lot back over the last couple weeks. Right back down into our 20 EMA on the daily chart, and we saw it bounce on Friday. So again, I want to keep this one on watch above that 20 EMA, and I want to see if we can get back above Friday's close. And if we really start breaking back above Friday's close, we do have room to retest Friday's spiking highs on NEGG back up towards around $35. And then who knows? If this stock really gets some action and we really see that proper bounce and a proper reversal here on NEGG, we could see it back up to like 38. We could definitely see it back up towards around 42, so on and so forth. I mean, NEGG does have a decent amount of potential, right? So again, it's another back burner play, another back burner sleeper play. Want to see if we can get back above that $30.58 mark. And if we can, we could definitely see this back up to retest Friday's highs. So, two back burner sleeper plays. NEGG off the Friday continuation bounce, right? Again, a bounce play from Friday. I want to see if it can continue back to the upside, right? YVR. Again, we're just looking for a possible back burner sleeper play off the doji formation above the 200 SMA on YVR. Looking to see if we can get some more momentum and see another day of continuation out of YVR from Thursday's big time move. Top stocks with news this morning that we're watching here in pre-market. I would say number one, I think NRXP has a lot of great opportunity. I think it's underrated. I think a lot of traders are underestimating this play. I think NRXP has a lot of great opportunity and a lot of great potential. We'll keep this on watch as one of the top 4 plays. Probably one of the top stocks I'll be watching right out of the gate, all right? AEHR, I want to see some more volume move in. I want to see more consistency. Again, it's very choppy here in pre-market. I'm not a fan of this choppiness. Almost looks like we're forming a little bit of a wedge, right? Not really. Not really. It just looked like it was getting tighter and tighter and tighter as it was working itself up into these pre-market highs of 499. Again, all we have is the uptrend. If we start cracking the uptrend, I'll look to take this short on AEHR. We break and hold over 5. We're going to have a lot of resistance from 5 to 528. A lot of resistance between 5 and 528. But anything over 528, right? We have a lot of room to 6 and then a lot of room to 7 here on AEHR. Definitely another top play that I'm watching out of the gate. CYTK. Another great play I'm watching out of the gate. We have support back down towards around $27, right? 27 bucks. Want to see this breaking up over 30. If we can start breaking up over 30, we have room to 32, 33.31, 34.82, so on and so forth. Definitely another top play you guys should be focused on. And then Oxbr above 390. As long as we can build up, start building in some higher lows, higher highs, we start to build off 390, I think we could definitely see this back up to 450, 476, and then $5. So again, those are going to be the top 4 plays I'm watching out of the gate. CYTK, AEHR, NRXP, Oxbr. 2 back burner plays. NEGG over $30.58, room back to 35. YVR opening above 205, holding above 2 to 205 today, breaking over 227 to 230. A lot of room back up into the 260s and then up towards around $3. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said last week, I want to make sure that I'm giving my team their undivided attention. Also, we do have our small account challenge preparation and our small account challenge starting in like 2 weeks. We start August 2nd. Small account challenge. We're going to rock and roll. We're going to have some fun. We're going to make some money. We're going to grow these small accounts and teach you guys everything you need to do, need to know to be consistent, profitable traders. So, moving forward, as I told you guys last week, from 9 to 9:30, free stream, getting you guys built up for the morning, doing that due diligence, getting you guys prepared, what stocks have the best opportunity, really breaking everything down, dissecting everything. So again, I hope you were able to pull some value from this, maybe pull some technical analysis that you were unaware of, or maybe even a stock that you didn't know was worth watching today. I love you all. Happy and safe trading over on YouTube. But again, my team gets my undivided attention. So if you want to continue the trade with us every day, all day, go ahead and join us. Join the team, Alpha Day Trading. Until next time, happy, safe trading, guys. I will see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock a.m. here on YouTube for our free pre-market stream, guys. Take care. Have an awesome trading day. All right, let me get these scanners up for you guys. Jose, good morning, buddy. What is up?